bounty on a horse.
Did I wear this?
Yes, I need funny socks.
This is for you.
It's a pin.
Another one.
That's hilarious.
Where is Justin Timberlake?
Yeah, seriously, we should take this off.
So I'm Alex's best friend. I've known him since high school. And he asked me to give a toast, so here it goes. Thank you everyone for being here tonight. Thank you to Alex and Molly for including me in this special occasion. I've known Alex for 15 years. Minus a few nights we don't fully remember. Throughout that time, we've created countless memories. Some we can look back on and laugh about, even though they weren't funny at the time. Like that one time, we thought driving to New Hampshire in my Oldsmobile right after a snowstorm was a good idea. From high school soccer double sessions, to kicking it on Lyman Street, to sailing up the channel of Boston Harbor, we've had quite a run. But, like all good things, they must come to an end. Just kidding. This is not the end, but the beginning of something great. The beginning of the next phase in life for Alex, by making a commitment to the woman he loves, Molly. To Molly, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for giving Alex something that I never could. Something that I probably never would. A strict cleaning schedule hung to the fridge with a magnet so that you can never say, I didn't see it, or I forgot. But in all seriousness, Molly, thank you. Thank you for bringing out the best in Alex. Whenever I see you two together, it's like I'm watching you fall in love all over again. You make each other so very happy. Tomorrow is a special day because it solidifies Alex and Molly's commitment to one another, their commitment to love each other unconditionally for the rest of their lives. Please join me in raising a glass to Alex and Molly. May your love last forever, and forever not be long enough. Cheers.
This is a Jewish thing. Lo mera leinem lekale mekabel bonem zayin lekale mekabel bonem zayin lo mera leinem trinken a glese levan lo mera leinem trinken a glese levan. No mira leneni ninem nekab nechosen mekabel bonem zayin nechosen mekabel bonem zayin lo mira lenim trinken a glese levan lo mira lenim trinken a glese levan. Lo mera leinem mechutanim mekabel bonem zayin mechutanim mekabel bonem zayin lo mera leinem trinken a glese levan lo mera leinem trinken a glese levan. And for those of you for those of us for whom Yiddish is not the first language, very simple translation. Let us drink a toast to the bride. Let us drink a toast to the groom. And let us drink a toast to their parents.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to make two quick announcements. Let's start with silencing or turning off your phones. If you're going to take photos, that's fine, but make sure it's on vibrate or silent. A little slip. Also, cocktails will be right after the reception on the porch outside the Edgewood Ballroom. So right when the ceremony is over, feel free to head back on up to the building where cocktails will be. guys. How are you today? Yeah. Should we light the candle? You can touch, it's okay. Take a deep breath. This is a good moment. This is awesome. Welcome, everybody. I got to take a deep breath, too. Yeah. This is a big day for me. We come here today gathered with the 4 elements: water, fire, air, and earth, for a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of 2 people who are excited to start a new adventure together. The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as one so critical, we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. Why this moment? Because despite all of our differences, they agree, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier. Our universal truth that no matter who we are, where we've come from, what we believe, we know this one thing: love is what we're doing right. That's why you both are standing here together today. That's why you're all here. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of humanity. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, others long, some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part. There are chapters in all of our stories that are sad and disappointing, and others that are exciting and full of adventure. We are here to celebrate the love story of Molly Stamell and Alex Terrill. Molly and Alex, you are both funny, warm, genuine, and gentle people who are a joy to be around. I love you guys. I really, truly, truly do. And I look forward to the moments that we get to spend together, albeit often too brief. I really got to know the both of you when you lived in the apartment underneath us. For those of you that don't know, Molly and Alex used to live in the apartment underneath me, my wife Holly, our 2 kids, Asher and Simone, our 2 dogs, sometimes my parents, and their 2 dogs. Alex and Molly even wrote a song about it. It was a good song. It really was. I got to appreciate your friendship and cherish your quirks. Like the time I came downstairs and Molly was convincing me about the nutritious benefits of having popcorn as your dinner. Or the time Alex was super excited about the ice cream maker he purchased at the thrift store around the corner, which he promptly used to make gallons of ice cream for the entire house. It's those fun, quirky, endearing qualities that draws me, and I'm sure many of the people here, to the 2 of you. And it is why I am proud to have been given the honor to be your officiant. One of the best parts about this job was the opportunity I had to speak to the 2 of you with complete candor about your relationship and love for one another. Lucky for the 2 of you, it's pretty mutual. So I asked simple questions and got honest and beautiful answers. First, I wanted to know how they met. Sometimes people know each other for years before they fall in love. But sometimes you meet people, and in that moment, it's as if they have known each other for years. That's how you both recall that day. You both speak of the moment you met with such affection and how instantly comfortable you were with each other. how you spotted each other from across the room and proceeded to laugh and talk for hours. I wanted to know how they fell in love. Molly, you told me it was the day you were walking back from the beach on the way back from your bubby's house. Your niece, Megan, who was 4 at the time, was tired. Alex, who she had just met, scooped her up, put her on his shoulders, and took off running down the street. As the two of them laughed and screamed with joy, it was in that moment you saw the man that he is, kind and loving, and you knew that you loved him. Alex's response was a bit different. After a brief pause, you proceeded to rattle off a list of things that you love about her. Like a stream of consciousness, the words flowed naturally, and the adorations ranged from simple, like your love of her, quote, half hippie, half normal person style, to the profound, that no matter what you need, you know you can trust Molly to provide you with honest opinions and to be your guide. In that list, I heard a deep connection, the deep connection that you feel for Molly and how you love her to your core. We are here to honor, to take time to pause, look back, and smile at all of the moments that led you to this day, and celebrate all the moments that are still to come. I'm here. We're all here because we want those moments for you. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't always happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story. It's not one moment, not even this moment. It's every moment. Big ones like saying I love you for the first time, moving in together, getting engaged, but mostly a million little ones that come in between. Falling asleep next to each other, making dinner together, spending holidays with your families, rock skipping, sailing, writing 40th birthday songs to the Game of Thrones theme song, to getting a big hug when you get home from work. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And that one big experience will be the story you create together. This story that starts today, the one that is called love and marriage. Love is so powerful that words often fail us when we try to describe it. My wife often asks me, why do I love her? I usually pause in response, which I know frustrates her, but what she doesn't see is the flood of emotion that enters my head as I try to describe it. And that is just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not described. But trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes. We use the words we have to write stories and poems and songs about love. And even though love can look different from one person to the next, we all know it when we see it, and we see it here today. So today we have some words about love coming from some of the people who you love the most. I would like to invite a reading from Greg Singer, Alex's uncle.
What, you're backing away from me?
You guys can move up.
Hi, everyone. I'm Greg Singer. I'm Alex's favorite uncle, obviously. A huge mazel tov to Molly's contingency, Laurie and Doug, and Matt and Robin, and to my sister Gwenn and Roger, and Charlie, and all of the extended family. It's quite an extended family we have. When Molly and Alex asked me to speak at their wedding, I was very honored and verklempt, just like I am right now. Alex and I have always had a special relationship, connection. And even with us always being far away from each other, we always managed to be there for each other when we needed to be. Like right now. Years ago, when Alex introduced me to Molly, I felt the same connection with her instantly. And I knew she was going to be the one before he did. I pre-knew that. Through the years, she and I have had great conversations, even when jogging together. 28 degrees. And I've always felt as though she was my niece. And I thought a lot about what I would say to these two amazing and beautiful souls starting their next chapter together. And I decided to quote a very influential person who has helped me in my own journey through life, along with tens of thousands of other beings. I try to be mindful of his Buddhist teachings, although it's not always easy to stay on his path or on a Buddhist path. He's a 92-year-old Vietnamese Buddhist monk named Thich Nhat Hanh, and I've given you some of his books. He lives in a small town in rural France, and you may think, wow, interesting choice. An unmarried celibate monk kind of seems like the wrong person to be quoting at a wedding with no relationship or marriage life experience at 92. But his insight into the human soul and life is extraordinary, and through all of his books that I've read and his teachings, it's why I chose him. And Molly and Alex, if you take just a little bit of what he says and little pieces of his life lessons and practice them daily, you'll have a strong relationship and be happier in life. And with my 27 years of marriage to my beautiful and loving wife, Deborah, wait, raise your hand. There she is. And 52 years on this magical rock and some Buddhist wisdom, I think I'm a stronger soul. So here are a few of his thoughts that are appropriate for today. When you love someone, the best thing you can offer is your presence. How can you offer love if you're not there? Training is needed in order to love properly, and to be able to give happiness and joy, you must practice deep looking. Practice it right now. There you go. Directed toward the other person you love, because if you do not understand this person, you cannot love properly. Understanding is the essence of love. If you cannot understand, you cannot love. Happiness is only possible with true love. I'm bringing back some of what we were talking about here. True love has the power to heal and transform the situation and bring deep meaning to our lives. Love is organic. If we don't know how to handle love, it can turn into hate or despair. We have to learn how to feed our love so it will continue to grow. And in Buddhism, love is spoken of as being unlimited, having no boundaries. So there's never a limit to it. In the beginning, your love may include only you and the other person, but if you practice true love, very soon it will grow and include all of us. Love is a living thing. The moment love stops, it begins to die. It's like a tree. If a tree stops growing, it begins to die. So we have to learn how to feed our love and help it continue to grow. So true love is made up of 4 elements, kind of like what we were talking about before. The 4 elements are loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. The first element of true love is maitri, or loving kindness. This means to be able to offer happiness. You have to be able to be the sunshine for the other person, but you can't offer happiness until you have it for yourself. So build a home inside yourself. Accept yourself, learn to love and heal yourself, learn how to practice mindfulness in such a way that you can create moments of happiness and joy for your own nourishment. Then you have something to offer the other person. The second element of true love is karuna, or compassion. This is the capacity to understand the suffering in yourself and in another person. If you understand your own suffering, you can help them to understand their suffering. Understanding suffering brings compassion and relief. You can transform your own suffering and help transform the suffering of the other person. We can generate this energy by practicing mindfulness. The third element is mudita, or joy. When you know how to generate joy, that nourishes you and nourishes the other person. And the fourth is upeksha, or equanimity, inclusiveness, or non-discrimination. In a deep relationship, there's no longer a boundary between you and the other person. You are they, and they are you. Your suffering is their suffering. Your understanding of your own suffering helps them suffer less. Suffering and happiness are no longer individual matters. What happens to them happens to you. What happens to you happens to them. There's no longer any discrimination. If your love is made with these 4 elements, your love is healing and transforming, and it has the element of holiness in it because it's made of mindfulness, concentration, and insight. Molly and Alex, please practice these in your new chapter together, and I love you both.
I would like to invite Leah Berman, Molly's cousin, up for a reading, please.
I'm try to not cry, okay? Okay. May your marriage bring you all the exquisite excitements a marriage should bring. And may life grant you also patience, tolerance, and understanding. May you always need one another, not so much to fill your emptiness as to help you know your fullness. A mountain needs a valley to be complete. The valley does not make the mountain less, but more, and the valley is more a valley because it has a mountain towering over it. So let it be with you and you. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of a lack. May you entice one another, but not compel one another. May you embrace one another, but not encircle one another. May you succeed in all important ways with one another and not fail in the little graces. May you look for things to praise, often say, I love you, and take no notice of small faults. If you have quarrels that push you apart, may both of you hope to have good sense enough to take the first step back. May you enter into the mystery, which is the awareness of one another's presence, no more physical than spiritual. With warm and with near, when you are side by side, and warm and near when you are in separate rooms or even distant cities. May you have happiness, and may you find it in making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it in loving one another.
So we're going to have... Oh, go ahead. Go. Sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. We're gonna do a kiddush. For those of you that don't know, the kiddush is a time-honored tradition. This blessing, it's a blessing over the wine. And this blessing serves to show that this event isn't a regular event, but a special and joyous event to be celebrated. Oh, but first, we have to get the special Stamell Terrill kiddush cup. Hold on, we have to say the blessing first. For the please repeat after me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Barei pri hagafen. Amen. Mazel tov. And now we're going to have a musical performance by Jordan and Rebecca Stobie.
I can hear your heartbeat 1,000 miles, and the heavens open every time she smiles. When I come to her, it's where I belong, and I'm running to her like a river song. Give me love, 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 crazy love. Give me love, 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 crazy love. Got a fine sense of humor, I'm feeling low down. When I come to her, when the sun comes down, take away my trouble, take away my grief. take away my heartache in the night like a thief. Give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Yeah, I need her in the daytime. Yeah, I need her in the night. Yeah, I wanna wrap my arms around her. Kiss her, hug her tight. Yeah, when I'm returning from so far away, give me some sweet loving, brighten up my day. Yeah, it makes me righteous. Yeah, it makes me whole. Yeah, it makes me mellow down into my soul. Give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love.
I would like to invite Anne and Sarah, Molly's sisters, up for a reading.
Take over.
Excuse me. Sorry, I picked the perfect time to swallow a bug.
Need a little water?
We good? Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. When Molly and Alex asked us to read at their wedding, we pored over poems, love letters, song lyrics, favorite books, searching for the perfect piece to carry our dear newlyweds into the next chapter.
Nothing we read seemed right. Instead, we turned to family and friends to take up a collection. Advice spanning not only our collective 24 years of marriage, but 297 years of wisdom.
Nurture and protect your friendship. What you have built together must be tended with great care, like a delicate plant. Lots of sun, the perfect amount of nourishment, and maybe, on occasion, a wire cage to protect it from being gobbled up by an orange and white cat.
Respect each other always. Assume nothing except best intentions and forgive easily.
Listen sincerely, and when it's your turn to speak, mean what you say.
Laugh even when the jokes grow old, letting everything from giggles to belly laughs become the soundtrack of your marriage.
Take pride in each other for all things, big and smalls. And always remember, you're on the same team.
Say I love you often, and not only with those 3 precious words. A cup of coffee perfectly made, a note in a lunch bag or written in the steam on the bathroom mirror, a car started on a cold winter morning, nicknames, a favorite snack, the last bite of ice cream, fresh sheets, a warm blanket, a dreaded chore done when it wasn't your turn, whatever it is that represents thoughtfulness for your husband and for your wife.
Share most things, though we have it on good authority that you should keep at least 10% of your thoughts to yourself. Share memories, share ideas, share success, share frustration.
Never go to bed angry. However, if you find that you are unable to resolve an argument because the hour grows late or your words are too sharp, set your conflict aside, parting with kind words, begrudging though they may be, and a promise to resolve your disagreement at a later time. Sometimes you must agree to disagree and move on together.
Recognize flaws and limitations in others and within yourselves. Be honest and be kind about them. And while you should never make excuses for things you find unacceptable, you will find it easier to reach common ground if you face challenges together.
Embrace gratitude and practice patience.
Remember that change will come, but with it comes growth. In a year, in a decade, neither of you will be the people you were when you joined together as husband and wife. Take time to ensure you are growing together. and give each other the space and support to grow as individuals.
Like the wildest of roller coasters, marriage will bring you to unimagined heights of joy through stomach-dropping heartache and a million unpredictable twists and turns along the way. Find strength in each other, be each other's seatbelt. Hold hands, hold tight, and know that I'm losing it at the end. And know that the love we so joyfully celebrate with you today will be enough to carry you through all that comes next.
It's a perfect time to say your vows, right? Molly and Alex have prepared their own vows to be read to each other today. And Molly, here are yours. Just hold on one second. Let me get the mic set for you.
Thank you. Alex, 7 years ago, on the other side, it's not a good start. On the other side of this lake, a friend of ours tapped you on the shoulder and said, "Alex, turn around, I want you to meet Molly Connolly." You turned around and looked directly into my eyes, and I thought, oh, there you are. Closely followed by, wow, nice eyes. I recognized you instantly as a friend, maybe someone I'd known in a previous existence. I knew immediately, perhaps not that we'd be standing here 7 years later, but that you were somebody important. If there is such a thing as love at first sight, I think that was it. From that first moment of our meeting, you have made me laugh every single day. You have made me feel more valued, more loved, and more respected than I thought possible. Shaking. I am constantly amazed and surprised by your playful and adventurous spirit. You are the only person I have ever met who is equally content to embark on an international journey or sit on the porch blowing bubbles into passing traffic. Your love of games, laughter, and time spent with family and friends makes you the most enjoyable person to be with. I would choose no one else to be my partner in life or the father of my children someday. I promise that I will always be there to support you and that I will take good care of you and our family. I will try every day to make you laugh and to give you all the joy that you have brought to my life. I promise to listen to you with an open mind and heart, and I promise that I will always keep trying to be less stubborn. I promise to keep a sense of adventure and play in our relationship, and to be as patient and generous with you as you have always been with me. I promise to be honest with you, to share things with you openly, and to continue learning from you as we navigate the challenges and the joys of life together. I will love you with all my heart for the rest of this life and all our lives to come.
Thank you. All right. Molly Alice Connolly Stamell. Hello, my love. You look more beautiful than I could have imagined. You're such a crucial part of what makes my life complete. Your effortless balance of beauty, intelligence, creativity, and humor is what I adore about you. When we first started dating, my girlfriend credentials were not easy to meet. She must be organized, clean, goal-oriented, eager to travel, love food, have small physical features, be half hippie, half average person, be a dancer and a yogi, Be a wealth of knowledge, a caregiver, a homebody, confident, trustworthy, silly, and most of all, dedicated. You're my definition of perfect, Molly. You encourage me to be better, to continue to learn, respect, and enjoy all things in life, because it is indeed short. You make me feel handsome and beautiful. When I realized that my goofy, playful, spontaneous way of life was not only accepted but encouraged, I knew you'd be in my life for a very long time. Look how far we've come. When I first locked eyes with you in that messy college party, I knew my life had changed. I knew it was different. Since that moment, I haven't stopped thinking about you. I'm crazy for you, and I always have been. Even when I pushed you away for the first time and the second time, you've always been on my mind and always will be. I promise to always love and respect you, take care of you in sickness and in health, tell a bad joke when you need it, and always be there to help you reach the peanut M&Ms on the top shelf. I promise to always dance with you in the kitchen, to forever be your sous chef and duet songwriter. While running, you always remind me to pace myself. Just like running, our life is a test of endurance. Long periods of separation, moving in together, knee injuries, career choices, car troubles, money issues, world travels. We've been through a lot together. Your pain is my pain. Your laughter, my laughter. We will have hard times interspersed with playful times. I say, bring on the hard times. We can handle anything this world throws at us together. When I say anything, I mean anything. What's even better is that our life together has just begun. We are stronger than most and will always be warm as toast together. Thank you for opening up your heart to me and giving me that perpetual happiness feeling that so many people long for. I'm certain that this is love and that this is what love is supposed to feel like. Thank you. Yeah, that's nice.
That was beautiful, guys. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You both are choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you smile, and makes your everyday brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep. Or shall I say, you made the promises to each other. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, and find happiness in the other. There's a simple premise to each of these promises. You're vowing to be there. You're teaming up and saying to the other, every experience I'm going to have, I want you to be a part of. Sam, can I have the rings? They both in there? It feels like one. I got it. You worry about her. I'll worry about the ring. The tradition of exchanging of rings as a symbol of love and commitment comes from the Romans. The wedding ring is worn on the left hand ring finger because there was thought to be a vein in that finger referred to as the vena amoris, or the vein of love, and it was connected directly to the heart. The exchange of wedding rings represents the vows and promises Alex and Molly have exchanged. They signify to the world that they belong to someone special, and someone special belongs to them. Oh, I was going to say, please take each other's hands, but you've already done that. Got 'em. Yeah. Very secure.
Make sure they were safe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there are two there. Hey, look at that. I'll never doubt you again, Sam. Got a lot of stuff in my hands here. That's not what I wanted. Sam, can you grab that? Nice. All right, let's try this again. Here, Molly, that's for you. After you say, or as you say I will, please place that on Alex's ring finger. Yeah, we got it. Will you, Molly, keep Alex as your favorite person to laugh with him, go on adventures with him, support him through life's tough moments, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day?
I will.
Is that not going on? Does it? It's a spray. There we go. There we go.
Make sure it stays on.
Oh. Keep going. We're going to make that get on there. Straighten that finger out. There you go. Hey, look at that.
Never coming off now.
Will you, Alex, keep Molly as your favorite person, to laugh with her, go on adventures with her, support her through life's tough moments, be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day?
Absolutely.
Will you, Alex and Molly, be each other's partners from this day forward? Will you bring out the best in one another? Share your happiest moments together and love each other absolutely for the rest of this lifetime and whatever may come next?
We will.
Go ahead, sir. Mazel tov. By the power vested in me by the state of New Hampshire, in the company of all those that you love, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Terrill.
Shall we dance on a white cloud of music? Shall we fly? Shall we dance? Shall we then say goodnight and mean goodbye? Oh, virgin, with the last little star has left the sky. Shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? With a clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen. Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance on a bright cloud of music? Shall we fly? Shall we dance? Shall we then say goodnight and mean goodbye? Oh, perchance, when the last little star has left the sky, shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? With a clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen. Shall we dance? Dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Dance? Shall we dance?
and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night.
I used to play this
You just call
Yeah.
my name.
And in the car, let's sing it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll come running, oh yeah, baby, see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah. You got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud now. I'll be knocking on your door. And you know wherever I am, I'm not running. Oh, yes, I will see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you got to do is
Thank you guys. Just want to say thank you all for coming out today to celebrate with us. This is like the best day, hands down, of our life. I think so. It's the best. All right, some announcements. Vegetarians.
Yes, the buffet is going to be open. If you ordered a vegetarian or vegan meal, thank you, Lyft, it will be served to you at your table. Otherwise, you'll be going up to the buffet, and Andy, the wonderful Andrea Shea, will be walking around to call tables up. Could we please give a huge thank you to Andrea and the whole staff of the Woodbound? Eat, drink, and dance your
Be
butts
merry.
off.
That's our table, I guess.
This is for us, I think.
I am going to piss my dress having to give this speech right now. Can't handle it. I'm going to hear my
Justin, you're working really hard. This one's for Justin, that's behind the camera. Justin's working really hard.
Cheers to Molly and Alex.
Right? Am I right?
Cheers. Mazel.
Mazel.
Hey, Molly and Alex, congratulations. I love you. I don't know what I'm doing, but is this on?
Yeah, it's on, and I don't usually let people touch my video equipment.
Laurie's mom, for those of you who don't know, my name is Laurie. And hi, Justin. I didn't know there'd be a camera in my face, but that's okay. I would like to start by reading a few lines from a famous poem, but it's called The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all of the difference. Molly. Molly gets it. Right? In 2011, Molly decided to take the road less traveled when she walked 700 miles in France and Spain on the Camino de Santiago with me and Doug and a group of Franklin Pierce University students. Once home, she went to a party at Franklin Pierce to visit friends she had made on that trip, which is where she met Alex. That was the party. And here we are today on this beautiful summer day in this gorgeous setting, only a stone's throw away from the campus where they met to celebrate their joyful marriage. Alex, you are a perfect addition to our family. You bring a lightness and fun-loving, playful energy with you wherever you go. You two bring the best out in each other. And your deep love for each other is evident to everybody that knows you. My wish for you is that you will never shy away from taking the road less traveled, and that you will continue to embrace life and each other with a sense of humor and a spirit of adventure. I love you both so much. Cheers, Molly and Alex. May your marriage be full of joy with many happy adventures to come. Cheers. And now we'll hear from Gwenn, I believe.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Alex's mom. Monkey, you're married. Many people here are well aware that from early on, Alex had a knack for leaving people breathless, their hearts pounding. He was an amazing, scary, miniature stunt climber. It seemed as if he had to have the best view of things, that he needed to challenge every tall obstacle with determination. Maybe he just enjoyed scaring people or scanning the crowd below. As time wore on, I started calling him Monkey. At the tender age of 9 months, Alex somehow climbed out of his crib, and it left my heart pounding. He climbed the outside rungs of our staircase, proudly calling out to me, and it left my heart pounding. By his first day of preschool, I had grown somewhat accustomed to it, but it left the teachers' hearts pounding. Wide-eyed and thumping her chest, she reported, "We went to the playground with Alex today." In elementary school, he easily climbed to the top bar of the towering swing set. It must have been at least 15 feet tall. Mothers screaming, people gasping and pointing. I sighed, "Alex, come down from there, you're scaring all the other mommies." He continued to climb tall trees, rock formations, basketball hoops, you name it, always leaving onlookers gasping and breathless. I knew that someday, if only I could keep him alive, that he would without a doubt take some girl's breath away too. That he would climb the highest peak looking for perfection, scan the world and find her. Beautiful, smart, compassionate, talented, mischievous and independent, just like he is too. He found you, Molly, he found you. I am beyond thrilled for both of you today. Molly, I'm so very happy to call you daughter today. Monkey, you are everything I hoped you would be. You make me so proud every day. Please raise your glasses again to Molly and Alex. Roger and I wish you health and happiness always. May you face your challenges together with laughter, because it's the only way. May you always take each other's breath away, and be as in love as you are today. I love you both. Mazel tov.
That's perfect.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did a good job, you know. Thank you.
At you guys. Awesome. I'm Charles Terrill, Alex's dad. To all we hold dear in life, family, which we see here, this is amazing. Yoga, right? Is that right? Flat rocks, Alex, Flat rocks, music, film, Michael, and dance. And possibly most importantly, the FAA rules part 107 regulating the flight and use of drones over habitable spaces where people are congregating. Woo! Drones! Alex and Molly, I love you to death.
Raise a glass. Cheers.
I'm Matt, Molly's dad. For my toast, I wrote her a little song. And for Alex, too. Springtime had come, the trees were in bloom, winter was done, it couldn't happen too soon. The woodpile was low, cold nights were through, you came along, you knew just what to do. The woods were alive with music and song, you slept through the night, so nothing was wrong. You showed me the world to be fresh and new. I was a child until I had you. Hold on tight to the love that you found. Let the dance continue. You don't need to keep your feet on the ground so long as love is with you. Everyone knows that love is the deal. It has to be earned. You can't beg, borrow, or steal. You have to be true for it to be real. You can't be afraid to say what you feel. Only one thing that I want to say, and it's something that I hope you'll remember each day. Remember, the world can be fresh and new. It's not hard to find. it's right inside you. Hold on tight to the love that you found. Let the dance continue. You don't need to keep your feet on the ground, so long as love is with you. Springtime had come, the trees were in bloom, winter was done, it couldn't happen too soon. The woodpile was low, cold nights were through. You came along, you knew just what to do. Yes, you came along, you know just what to do.
So before I begin, let's all raise a glass to the 4 people who just gave toasts, the parents of the bride and the groom. Cheers. Molly, I am so proud to be able to call you my sister. Ever since you met Alex, you have been incredibly supportive of him in everything that he does. You and your amazing family have been there with him through some pretty hard times and a lot of really good times. You truly bring out the best in him. I know because I've seen Alex at his best, and he's at his best right now with you. Alex, it is the greatest honor of my life to be your best man. I idolize you, and I always have. When we were little, I used to follow you around everywhere that you went. I wanted to be in the same room with you, doing the same activities as you constantly. And I imagine that got pretty annoying at times. And so you would tease me, and you would call me names. You may even say that you beat me up, but all that really means is that you'd pin me down and tickle me until I'd cry. And so that all ended once I grew up to be bigger than you. But I want you to know that you couldn't have been a better brother. You always made sure that I was safe. I can't tell you how many times you yanked on my sweatshirt to pull me out of the way of incoming traffic. You saved my life, probably hundreds of times. And there's just so much that I admire about you. But there's one thing that I admire the most about you, and it's something that you and Molly share. You both have taken your most loved hobbies and made your careers out of them. Molly, you've been choreographing dance moves since you could walk. And now you're organizing shows that hundreds of people come to see. Alex, you read me your first idea for a music video when you were 7. You read me your first script for a short film when we were lying in our bunk beds together, supposed to be asleep on a school night. And now you make a living managing clients and editing video and just doing what you love. You two are the most creative and successful people that I know. And so here's to you, Alex and Molly. Will you please raise a glass? You truly have mastered the art of living and loving life.
Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kate. I'm Molly's younger sister. Or should I say Molly's first husband. You see, growing up, Molly and I would spend hours writing and performing some very embarrassing plays, which came to be known as Frank and Donna. For those select few of you who had a privilege to see some of these plays, I sincerely apologize. As you can imagine, I played the role of Frank, the insurance salesman, who worked hard and expected his dinner to be hot and ready when he got home. Molly played the role of Donna, the perfect doting wife, and of course, she played the role flawlessly. It's as if she's been practicing for this for her entire life. As Molly's first husband, I never thought anyone would be able to fill my shoes. But after meeting Alex some 7 years ago, and seeing how great he is and how happy he makes my sister, I began to accept that there would eventually come a time to pass the role along to him. Molly and Alex are the type of couple that fill any room they're in with the love they have for each other. They make each other laugh every day, and they're endlessly playful. They perfectly complement the best qualities in one another. They're truly a work hard, play hard couple, and when they're around, it's always guaranteed to be a good time. I really understood they were a perfect pair when Molly would come visit me on her own, and although we always had fun, it just didn't seem complete without Alex there too. I remember going to Maine for the weekend for Alex's birthday party last year. It was a snowy night. We got to Gwenn and Roger's house late, so we ordered some takeout. Alex and I offered to pick it up, and during the short car ride over, he told me he was planning on proposing to Molly during their upcoming trip to Scotland. I remember getting chills. I probably shed a few tears of joy, and I definitely could not stop smiling, even though I was trying to hide it from her. Some weeks later, Alex came to Portsmouth for the day to find the perfect ring for Molly. We spent hours on the hunt, and we must have visited every jeweler in the city, trying to find a ring that was as special and unique as Molly. But the truth is, Molly, there's nothing on this earth that is as special as you, and there's no diamond that will ever shine brighter. She's one of the most creative, intelligent, beautiful, and inspiring souls on the planet. I couldn't be happier for you two, and we are all so excited to welcome Alex to the family. I've been calling Alex bro practically since the day I met him. Today we can make it bro-official. Alex, the role is all yours. I know you'll be the perfect Frank to her Donna. Please raise yet one more glass to the newlyweds. May the journey be long and the adventures never end.
They'll never come home. They're always alone. Even with someone they get my feet back on the ground. Now the years get over. I'm burning hard. Engines running rough. Time from job to job. But it's never enough.
Damn it! All right, hey guys, vlog entry number 1.
It's
Corey.
me.
Oh shit. Corey, Mike, Alicia. You can follow me on Instagram, MC Davies with a Z, A2.
Follow me on Facebook. Yo, yo, yo.
That's the name of the URL. Okay, yeah, all right, yo, yo, yo. All right, so what's your handle? Sorry.
Oh, Alicia Baldino.
Very original. So, all right, so we have created a number just for the occasion. We saw Molly, your dad made a song, and we got jealous.
We're inspired.
Casually.
We're inspired.
We saw a piano, and we're like, hey, we are all pianists.
So we did this in 4 minutes.
We are avid pianists.
Took us 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was a slow learner. It took us 3, but yeah. But it's fine.
All right. So here goes.
On 3.
All right.
You're welcome.
All right. So wait, who's gonna? We all can sing very well. So who's gonna lead off?
I'll lead.
All right.
By me, I mean Mike.
Me. No. I'm just the middle clef here. So.
Okay.
On 3. 1.
Yeah.
3. Take me home, country road, to the place where I belong, West Virginia. Take me home,
big finish.
Country road.
You're welcome. Okay, wait, I got it.
Now available on Spotify. Back by popular demand, as you were dying. You said, "Hey, I need an encore." Answer: not enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you, baby.
Good.
Justin. Man, you really know how to move.